96.5 The Fox, the new evolution of classic rock, free beer, hot wings every weekday morning, and the Stanley Cup Finals are set, and joined by former NHL right winger and current Bismarck High boys hockey coach Mike Peluso. And Mike, first off, congratulations on the state championship. It's got to be a good feeling.
Oh yeah, it never gets old. The only problem now is we've got to make sure we're ready to go come November, because it only lasts until that puck drops for the opening of the season. So, but no, it's definitely been a pretty special summer so far. Not too bad. I mean, we got a lot of kids now that got a chance to taste it, and certainly it was left in really good hands with our older kids. I think they showed them the way, and we've got a lot of youngsters right now that are working extremely hard already in the off season. And, I think they're a little bit worried to disappoint, so I think it's a pretty good deal. Yeah, it was tough. I mean, obviously, I'm a Blackhawks fan, and I don't sugarcoat that. I played for 5 different organizations, but for some reason, Chicago was always true to my heart, being that they were kind of a family type team. My cousin played for them, my uncle was drafted by them, and then I got my first NHL game. So certainly watching them lose was not an easy task. Well, it's been the inside joke with a lot of my hockey buddies, but I think the NHL really wanted this to happen. I mean, you've got an East and a West Coast team going at it head-to-head, very powerful teams. I mean, you got the New York Rangers, were one of the original teams, and then the LA Kings, who came in their own when Wayne Gretzky kind of showed up, and it's pretty amazing to see these two organizations kind of come together for the big clash. And certainly, I wish Chicago was there, but it'll be a great series, and there's still guys on both teams that I played with and against, so it'll be fun to watch. Well, looking at it, I think the New York Rangers, the underdogs, I don't think anybody expected them to be there. I mean, you look at LA, I mean, the last 3 years they've been right there. They've either won it or been right in the conference finals to get there. And, it's not a mistake that they're there, certainly. And they got a lot of guys over there that are, they're battle tested. I mean, they've got a club that I think 17 of their guys have won a Stanley Cup. So, certainly they're going to be ready to go, and it's going to be fun to watch. Well, I think it's the battle of the fours for them. The last time they won was '94, and it's 2014 right now. So I think that's in their favor. I'm a big numbers guy, and I always play that game. But they're going to have to keep it simple. I mean, LA is a team that just doesn't go away, and certainly they're going to have to be on their toes. And I think it's going to boil down to goaltending.
Do you think the extra rest that the Rangers got will help them out a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, LA had a very tough series with Chicago. They didn't get through that thing unscathed by any means. I'm sure there's a lot of injuries that we're not hearing about yet, and we'll hear about them as soon as the Stanley Cup Finals are over. But yeah, I think that plays in New York's favor. I mean, they're rested and they'll be fired up, ready to go. Well, I got to go with guys that I've either played with or against, and certainly the Rangers, Martin St. Louis. I got a chance to play with him in the Calgary Flame system, and he's an unbelievable, he's a specimen, so to speak. And then on the other side, I play with 3 guys over there: Jeff Carter, Jeff Williams, and Mike Richards. And I guess I'll lump them into one. So you got to watch those 4. Oh man, you're putting me on the spot, but I'll go LA. I think LA is going to get them. I think they got just a little more depth, and the goaltending thing, it all depends, but I think they got more depth.
Well, there you go. Mike Peluso, head coach of the Bismarck boys hockey team, former NHL player, predicting the LA Kings will beat the New York Rangers in the Stanley Cup Finals. Mike, thanks so much for taking the time to stop in.
Absolutely, anytime.